A week after being officially sworn in, Kalamazoo's newest top cop is sharing his vision for the future.
News 8's David Horak joins us live from our Kalamazoo studio after sitting down with Chief David Boysen. David?
Well, Susan and Brian, Chief Boysen started in the department's patrol division back in 1995 when he says the position of chief wasn't really his goal, just rather to do the best that he could in whatever position he was in. So it might not have been his goal then, but now it's his reality.
The reality is kind of sinking in that, it's not the acting chief anymore.
Last Thursday, the acting tag was dropped from David Boysen's title of chief for a public safety department whose primary focus, he says, is keeping communities safe with collaborating partners, from advocacy groups and healthcare providers to school districts and nonprofits.
We cannot do it ourselves, and we've got some great partnerships, so really that is my number one thing, is just refocus. We've got the right people in the right places. We've got the right community partners working with us, so I'm very optimistic going forward here in the next year.
With him officially taking over, Boysen becomes the department's third chief in 3 years. Carrie Ann Thomas was fired in September 2020 following criticism for how racial inequity protests earlier that year were handled, and Vernon Coakley was ousted last month after harassment allegations were found to be credible. What do you say to the people of Kalamazoo who see these sudden leadership changes and question the direction, given that, of where this public safety department is heading, again, given that recent history?
Well, I think the department is heading in the right direction. We had some leadership changes at the top, and I'm just going to tell you, not just here, but law enforcement across the country has been a very tough road since 2020. And so I think with Chief Thomas, there's a lot of things that happened in the community that no one, thought was even possible. I've had the luxury to sit back and learn from a lot of really good people, and even good people make mistakes. So I've learned what works, what doesn't work.
Moving forward, Boysen says that refocused community collaboration will be needed to tackle what he calls the city's biggest problem, gun violence. He explained that it is being more prevalent in teens and young adults.
These kids, the shooters and victims, are the same. One day they're a shooter, next day they're a victim, and vice versa. They're the same kids, they're just engaging this behavior. We know who they are. And again, we can't do it alone. We need the families, we need the community, and we need our social service partners to all work together to address really just a small number of kids who are driving the majority of this violence.
Boysen added that outreach and enforcement in public safety will take on a focused approach on individuals driving such crimes like gun violence, but can truly make an impact if the community steps in.
We can do all the programs and outreach in the world, but if we're not successful at our core mission, which is safety, then how much trust and legitimacy can you have?
Boysen says that the city has seen a 14% drop in violent crime from the previous year, including what he calls a steady decline since August compared to right now. He also added that the morale throughout the department is really good as he takes on this new role. We're in our Kalamazoo studio. David Horak, News 8.